Hello guys, welcome to Diversity 101. I'm your girl Jenia. How are you guys doing? Hope everyone is doing quite good today. Today's a sunny day. It's nice. I feel like, to go out. But before I go out, I want to talk with you guys about something. I want to talk about cheating. Do you know what cheating means? I think everyone knows. I mean cheating in a relationship. And it's not everything that we do we can call time cheating. Some people go out, they have the right to have more than a partner within the relationship. It's a mutual decision. They decide that they have an open relationship. That is where I decide with my husband or my boyfriend that I can see anybody I want and he too can see anybody he wants. And then out of that relationship, we still remain husband and wife. Wow. My God, how can I really cope with that? I'm a jealous person. I can't stand that. I don't even like someone to look at my man so much. I don't want you to put attention on him. And I'm really jealous. I'm really that tigress that I want to grab anybody who comes close to my man with an intention to grab. So people live like that, and we cannot consider that as cheating because it's an open thing that they have decided to do. We can't consider it as cheating. It's a mutual agreement. But when we come and talk about cheating, when we are talking about cheating, it simply means a relationship that is defined. In that relationship, you have decided to be just the two of you. It might be a couple, like marriage. It can be boyfriend and girlfriend, or girlfriend and girlfriend, or man and man, whatever form of relationship that you have. We are in a diverse world. We all know that diversity conquers. So whatever kind of relationship you have decided to be just the two of you. So that's when one person decides to have another relationship with somebody else, that we call cheating. You're cheating on your spouse, or you're cheating on your boyfriend or your girlfriend. That's the reason we call it cheating. So today I want us to talk about it. Have you ever cheated before? I don't know your story, but I know mine. I have cheated. It's not a good thing to say. It's not a bad thing to say. I'm just sharing my experience, and I think I grew from that. I learned a lot from that experience, and it has made me to become what I am today. Cheating is not a proud thing. You don't ought to be proud to talk about it, to say it, but it's the truth. The truth must be told. To err is human and to forgive is divine. We live by that to survive on this planet that we live. So I've cheated before, not once. I cheated twice in my life, and I don't think it's a bad or good thing. I think it's just being human. We made mistakes every day, and I made mine, and I learned from it. I can tell you cheating is hard. It's a very hard thing to do. Having two relationships. In my case, I had two. To some people, they have 3, 4, 5. It all depends. I don't know how we manage to roll. It's difficult when you're going out with someone and you're cheating on that person, and say you are in love with the person you are with, like your husband or a boyfriend, and you're cheating. You will always be trapped. Your mind is trapped. Your spirit is trapped because you don't know what to do. You're confused. You might think you're doing something, you're enjoying yourself, but no, at the end of it, at the end of the day, you are tired. You are dissatisfied. You're not happy with yourself. You might be catching fun, or maybe you went into cheating because you need fun, like money, or you need finances. You need to catch fun. You want to experience things that other people talk about. So things like that. But cheating is a hard job. I am not talking as an expert. I never learned this in school. I don't have any theoretical experience about cheating, but I have practical because I've been there. I know there are so many reasons why people cheat. People don't just cheat because cheating exists in the word, as the word cheating exists. People cheat with reasons. There are reasons behind everything we do on earth. So one of the reasons why most people cheat out of anger or the desire to get revenge. You're in a relationship and your partner has cheated on you and you're so angry, you're so disappointed, you're so dissatisfied. You want to hurt this person. You want to give him his own coin so he feels the same feeling you had, the miserable feeling you had in you. You want this person to feel it. That's why you will cheat. I'm not like backing this reason, but that's why some people cheat, because they are angry. They want to get back at their partner who cheated on them. Anger motivated infidelity always comes because of frustration. When you're frustrated, and you want to seek solace, you just need somewhere you two can find peace. Apart from hurting this person, you want to grab your own peace, because at that moment when you've been cheated upon and this person is caught, you are wounded. Your heart is broken. You're disappointed. You just want peace, and you can't have peace when you're seeing that person. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to manage that situation. And for you to build that mind to stand it, try to talk to your partner and try to work it out without cheating. That makes you a great person. That makes you someone who can manage your relationship, because it's not easy. If you're weak, you can't handle your relationship in such circumstances. Your only thought will be to pay back, will be to revenge on this person, is be to inflict pain on your partner. You're angered at a partner who isn't around much. That partner is never there. So you get that anger in you. The person is never there. You have your needs. As a woman, we have needs. As a man, you also have needs. So when that person is not there to fulfill or satisfy that need, sometimes we get this anger in us and we want to do something, you want to fulfill your own desires and end up cheating, which is not actually a good thing to do. I will always say that. Anger when the person doesn't have a lot to give physically or emotionally. There are people that you live with. They don't know how to work on your own psychology. They are just self-centered. They just want to work on theirs. They're always concerned about themselves. They don't know you also need emotional support. A relationship is not only about the physical relationship that you have between the two of you, the attraction and the manifestation of the emotions that you have in you, but it's also about building these emotions. We have concerns that we need not only physical stuff can help to build them up, Sometimes it happens when you have that anger after an argument. This is common with men. After an argument, they are so angry. They can't stand it anymore. They don't know that all of us, the men and the women, we don't understand this thing. Anger is nature. To be angry is natural. When you have grown to a certain age, say 18 and above, you have to start building up how you can cope with anger. So in a case like when you're married, you must have been through anger a lot that you need to know how to manage it at this stage. So when you're angry after an argument, some people, they just get out of their homes, and next you find them somewhere in bars. They drink heavily, they start hanging out with girls, and before you know it, bam, they have cheated. Yeah, they have cheated. Another factor is variety. Some people might be interested in having different type of sex. That is variety in their sexual relationship. They can be partners, but yet he or she wants something more. She doesn't want to limit it just between the two of them, you know. She wants to have other experiences. Like we talk of threesomes, we talk of fivesomes, we talk of 10somes. These things do exist. There are clubs where you go to, everybody's naked, and there you can have sex with anyone you want there. Some people take their partners there, and they're there and they have sex and they live together, they go back home and they are talking to each other the next day. I don't know how they do it, but it happens. You know, there are some relationship that you find just the partner has that desire. He wants to exploit other things, you know. Maybe he wants that in their relationship they should bring in another person at home so that they have sex together, and the wife doesn't want it. In that case, that person might like go out there, get two girls, maybe pay them, take them to a hotel, and they have the threesomes that he's been dreaming of. And sometimes you go out for that threesome and you end up wanting to be that way, to live like that, because it doesn't always come out positive. Sometimes it ends up being negative, because there are so many disadvantages in that. If you start getting that feeling that you want to exploit that, you might fall in a trap. You might trap your own self, trap your emotion. Another factor is commitment. When we talk of commitment, it means that you've made up your mind to commit in that relationship. You've made up your mind that you'll be in that relationship, you build the relationship, and probably you end up with that person in that relationship. Not a must, but you visualize something with outcome, but you visualize something good coming out of that relationship. You're committed. You want that person to be part of your life. You understand? You want that person to be part of your life. That is, you're committed to the relationship. But some people don't have this desire to be committed in a relationship. They don't want attachment, you know. They're in a relationship, they love this person very well. It doesn't mean that they don't love their partner, boyfriend, or whatsoever. They love this person, but they don't want to commit. They want something casual, you know. They don't want an exclusive something, or something that is just both of you. They want to be with you but still living their life. They don't want any strings attached. But some people don't know that. You're in a relationship with someone, you're happy, you visualize something. Especially us women, I know when we get into a relationship, what we visualize is something strong. We want to create something out of it. We want to build a relationship. We want to be committed. We want to give the best out of us in that relationship, especially when you are falling in love. When you're in love with this person, you want something big to happen. You're ready to give everything you want to get what you want. And you give this everything you want, but this person is not ready. He doesn't want this everything. He wants to catch fun. So in that case, the person must cheat. The person cheats. In that case, the person does what he's doing, what he has always been doing. Cheating is part of him. He doesn't know how to keep one relationship. That's why my mom will always tell us that before you date someone, always try to know his history when it comes to relationship. You can find a lady or a man who's been within a year has dated more than 10 persons. Okay, there's a question sign there, a very big question sign. I'm not saying that people can't change. People do change. And might be sometimes they have not even found the right person, you know. You can meet someone who has been with so many women, and when he comes to you, the person just changed totally. The person wants to commit. He wants to build up a family. So there are cases like that. But in a general sense of it, there are people who don't like to commit. Even if they get married, they are not committed in that marriage. They are just there because of the society. They don't want the society to judge them. You know, they don't want to be judged. And that is really, really bad. If you know you're not committed, you don't want to commit to somebody, don't marry that person. Don't give that person false hopes, because you're there just because you want your mama or your sisters to be happy that, okay, my brother has finally settled down. No, we don't want that. Don't settle down. Continue. Go roving. Live your life the way you want, so that you don't hurt people. Yes, so that you don't hurt people. Live the life you want. If you want to have one night stand with 200 girls every day, you're having one or two every day, that's your business. But don't take a girl and pretend that, oh, this is the woman I want, and at the altar you are there giving all the quotes from the Bible, saying all love things and saying, yes, I do. Don't do that, because in sickness and in health, you won't be there. You won't love that person the way the person wants. You will not help that person to take care of your kids. You will not provide for that person the way you're supposed to. You will not love that person the way, as a couple, we expect love to be. So don't waste your time there. Be your waka man. Be the man who goes everywhere. That's your problem. Anybody who wants to judge you, that's the person's problem. But that's their style. That's what you want to do. So if you're caught up in a relationship like this with someone who doesn't want to commit, and you only realize it later when you're married, maybe you even already had kids, maybe you have kids already, and here you are stuck. Cheating is not a good thing. People, let's try to change. We can change. We can become people who want to commit. You know, learn to commit in your relationship. You don't need to go to school to learn these things. It's a common sense. It's something you know. When you're hurting, when you're cheating somebody, you know you're hurting. And love is not hurt. Not because the first time you cheated, you were forgiven. The second time, the third time, it means that the person just have to forgive you every time. There are times you get tired. There are times people get tired of when you're cheating and cheating and cheating. You know, everybody now, your skin becomes thick. Your heart becomes hard. And you start learning to live without that person. And when you are in that state, anything can happen. If he wants to go, he should go. So it's always better if you know you are that kind of person who can commit in a relationship. My dear brother or sister, don't get into relationships that you promise marriage, or you get married to someone. Meanwhile, you know deep in your heart that no, this is not the person I want. Another factor that I think leads to cheating is sexual orientation. Yeah, you know, we have different sexual orientation nowadays. We have homosexuals, we have bisexuals, we have people who are just in different forms of sexual relationships. And some people, because of what is happening in our society, we consider certain sexual orientation as a taboo. We don't want to see them. For instance, someone is gay, and because he doesn't want people to know he's gay, he decides to get married to a lady. Some even get married, they have kids, and then he comes out later that I'm gay, I'm not happy, I'm not satisfied. Or rather, he starts cheating while he's in the relationship. He's married and he's sleeping with another man. Or she is married and she's sleeping with another woman. That's one of the reasons that people cheat. And why will you know that you're a gay or a lesbian before getting married to someone, and you still went further in getting married with that person? That's not love, that's hate. That's wickedness. Don't satisfy anybody at the expense of another person. Because you might want to satisfy your parents, or you are satisfying the society, and one person will pay for all that. That's being wicked. So if you're a gay or a lesbian, it's your decision, it's your life, it's what you want. Love is a feeling, and whatever way you feel, go by it. We are in a modern society. People must learn to accept each other as they are. If you don't like gays, you don't like lesbian, that should be you. Limit your own relationship to what you want. But let people live the way they want to live. So that's one of the reasons why people cheat. Another aspect or factor is unmet needs. Some people are not satisfied. Their needs, they can't attain them because the other partner is not giving back what they want in the relationship, especially when it comes to sex. Some people have really strong drives when it comes to sex. They are really sexually active. There are people who want to be in a relationship that they are sure to have sex at least 20 times a week. It's not a problem. That's your choice. That's how you feel. That's how you want to manifest it. You want to express yourself in a relationship. Good. But in this case, when this person has this drive, and say it's a man and the lady can't give it back, either the lady is not really into sex. There are women like that. They're not really into sex. Not like they don't like it. They like it, but they don't see that need for having it so often. Maybe because they are so busy. Maybe it's because they don't have that desire to have it often. And that will lead to this problem of cheating because the man will want to satisfy himself. Some people are addicted to sex. They are addicts. Some maybe need medical attention because it's like they are sick. Yeah. I think it's sickness, yeah, because you don't decide to have that drive. It's innate. It comes in you. That person that wants to have his wife or his girlfriend every time. He just thinks about you. He wants to act. It's beautiful, but sometimes it becomes tiring and people get tired and the other partner want to cheat, or he has this drive and the woman is not there. Maybe she's walking far away. She works in another city. She comes just twice a week. Or maybe he works in another city. He comes just twice a week. So he can always have sex just Saturdays and Sundays. It's like a program, And some women, some of us, we program sex. It's like, I need sex, or I will have sex only at night, or I'll have sex twice a week, or once a week, or 2 times a month, You make a schedule for sex. That's not good because your partner will feel frustrated. If it's somebody who is very active, who wants to have it all the time, the person will get tired and maybe the person will start cheating. So it's always good in your relationship, even if you're tired sometimes. You must not do the flipping and then 69 and all this. I don't know the size. I don't know how they are called. You must not do it. There are times that you're tired. Just say, man, take it. Some people like variety in non-sexual activities. That is, activities that doesn't involve sex. Like some people like to travel. They like to go around different countries, meet different people, learn different cultures. And some people like to go to nightclubs. Some people also like to make new friends. Some people just like other things than just being at home with their wives. And it's not bad. It's a very good thing because it also helps in the relationship. When you're stuck together, when you're so stuck together, it gets to a time that you're tired. You really want air. You want to see other things. You want to change your mindset, you know. Your mindset should be changed once in a while. It helps to spice up our relationship. You know, you start missing this person when the person is not by you, or you go out together. You concentrate on other things rather than just looking at each other and talking just the same things, you know. Like I said, variety in communication. Some people want to talk about something else, like talk about another culture, talk about music, talk about poetry, talk about books and stuff. But there are people who don't want that. They're just talk about us, talk about our kids, talk about our family, and it's just monotonous. It's something you say every time and it becomes boring. We need to exploit other areas in our relationship, like traveling, like going places, meeting other people, talking with people. For instance, you go to a birthday party and mingle, my darling. When you're in a party, mingle. Except it's a party that is fixed. You're on a table, you don't have to move. But in every party, like in African culture, when we have a party, we have time that we'll go on the floor and dance and stuff. I know that's how it is everywhere. Dancing time, you have to meet people. Stay with people. Go talk with other people, yeah, dance with other men or dance with other women. Yeah, not just talking each other. It's important to exploit other areas, but it has limits. That's just communication, or dancing is not extending it to another level that will cause you problem in your marriage. Another aspect is low esteem. Low esteem. Some people have that in them. It's a big weakness for them, you know. They think they are not they want to become something, they want to prove something. So they would end up cheating to feel empowered, to feel they have control over a situation. People feel confident, they feel attracted. When they cheat, they feel like, oh, so I'm still something. Someone looked at me and saw something. Someone is attracted to me. Wow, it gives them that zeal to continue, to feel good. They feel good by doing this because they feel empowered. But that is not. People don't sleep with each other most often because they are attracted to them. Sometimes people sleep with each other just because they are looking for they just want solace. They want someone to prove something, someone to feel attractive, that they're attracted to people. It gives them that feeling of, wow, I still look good. But that's not the case, my dear people. It isn't the case. And many people who cheat because of self-esteem issue usually have loving and caring wives or husband. You know, they have those people who are sympathetic, loving, caring, those people that want to give everything. But I don't know if that giving instead make them feel less or full. I don't understand, because in most cases these people that want to prove a point, they have these good people back home, but they still want to prove a point. Maybe they want these people back home to tell them that they look good, they are important to them, they are attracted to them. You always have to do that to your partner. Let your partner shine. Brighten up your partner's life just by using words, communication. Just words can change the expression on someone's body. It can change how that person would start carrying him or herself up. Whatever you tell your partner is very important. It's relevant. If you look at your wife and you're not satisfied, if you're somebody who wants a woman who is always flamboyant, who looks good, a woman who is flamboyant, she looks good, she puts on high heels and stuff, you want that woman to always be like that. But because of circumstances, maybe because she now has kids and work and everything, putting everything together, she cannot really meet up to to your desires, you know, and she start dropping little by little. You can help that person by talking to the person, and it's not supposed to be an issue. It's supposed to be just communication. Tell your wife, baby girl, it's been long I've not seen you with that shirt on at home. Baby girl, don't you know I love it when you put on that your lovely hair? Baby girl, don't you know I love those black, you know, I don't know how you call it, eyeshadows. I like it when you put it on. Remind your partner. Tell your partner, I don't like this on you. Tell your partner, can you put on this? You put it on last time you wore it, I really loved it. Or you don't want to repeat it, can you buy things that look like those things? You know, you must always try to work in your relationship so that we avoid cheating. We avoid cheating. It's not a good thing. Nobody wants it to happen in his or her relationship, especially when you are committed. You want it to grow stronger and stronger. And to grow stronger and stronger, these are the trials that we must face. And these trials and tribulations, they help us to grow strong. That's what builds us. That's what makes our relationship stronger. There is no perfect relationship. Nobody has that. Nobody will ever have it. You can have it for a day, but as time goes on, you will face some troubles on the way. It's not always rocky, but there will be some rocky times. So you just have to be strong enough to stand it, because love conquers all. In a marriage, our marriages shouldn't be a war zone. It should be an area of peace. Even through time of turbulence, you should always have peace while you're talking to your man. The peace is not that you're happy. The peace is that the manner of approach, how you approach your partner in a situation like that matters. Because if you bring it, you create a wall at that moment when it's still very strong. Maybe the person is getting attached to the relationship he's having out there. You don't have to take it in that direction. You have to communicate. So you communicate with your man, let him know you are aware of what he's doing, and tell him what he's doing is not good. You don't like it, and you want him to stop it in a nice way. We are all sinners. You might have done something that is really hurting that person, but you don't know. So at that instant, let him talk. If he is guilty and you know he's guilty, you, Mr. Man or Mr. Woman, open up to your wife. There's nothing we can forget. There is nothing we can forgive, my dear. Talk to your wife. Tell her, baby girl, I went wrong. I did this and I'm so sorry. When somebody apologizes to you, when a man acknowledges, he acknowledged the fact that he has cheated, is the best sign. When acknowledgement is being placed on the table, is the best. He now knows you are aware of it. So that's a no-go area, except otherwise, except that man was born a cheater. A man who has his full senses, a man who is sane, will listen to his wife at that moment. When he has already put up the card on the table, he will listen and he will confess, and he will tell you, I won't do it again, baby, and just forgive him and move on. Forgive him and move on. In fact, I know it will not be easy after this temptation in your life, after this disappointment, this hurt, because you'll still be hurting. It will hurt you not just for a day. That will be coming back in your mind time after time. You know, you'll be like, whenever you see him, you just reflect back on it, and it's going to hurt you for a while. That's why we have God. That's why we have church. That's why we have our Bible. You must not go to church. You can talk to God. You can talk to yourself. You can read the Bible often. It brings peace. It brings peace. So concentrate on that. Talk to your man. There is this thing you must ask your partner if he wants to continue the relationship. You know, don't just fix up things because of peace. Try to dig deep. Ask him or she if she wants to continue the relationship. It is important because sometimes when we go out, we go and cheat. Maybe we make up our mind that we don't want to keep our present relationship where we are committed. We want to move out. Ask. So if the person says, yes, I want to move out, I don't want the relationship again, I'm in love somewhere, good and fine, you let him go. But if you ask and the person says, okay, yes, baby, I'm sorry I did this, it won't happen again, then there we people can move to reconciliation and maybe even seek counseling. If you have the means, it's good to seek counseling, yeah? Because there's this saying that a cheater will always remain a cheater. Somebody who cheats will always cheat, you know. So it's not actually 100% true, you know, but it occurs. So you need to help. If you realize your partner has a weakness, you need to help. And there's something, if you had a relationship with somebody for long, say 5-6 years before you get married, I'm sure you must have gone through that. So it's not like a new thing. So you need to start helping your partner immediately you realize that this person has a weakness, you know. And the most important thing about that, if you have somebody who has conscience, somebody who has soft spot for you, the person loves you and the conscience is really deep, somebody who regrets what he's doing, you know, somebody does something and he regrets, is an important thing. We have some people who are non-repentant, unrepentant people out there. They will hurt you, they will cheat on you, and they will insult you on it. They'll tell you, get out, smelling woman, you are this, you are that, you're ugly, you are fat, you know, you're dirty, you stink and stuff. I've met someone, beautiful girl and stuff. They will insult you on it. They will do wrong things, still insult you. These people, my dear friends, sisters and brothers, get rid of anyone who cheats and still add more pain to your own by insulting you and telling you straight forward that I am not going to leave her. If you don't want to accept it, you better go to hell. Baby girl, go to hell. Let him go. Let him go. Also ask yourself if you can trust him again. It's a two-way thing. It's not just about him apologizing to you, seeking medical advice. It's also about you. Are you going to trust this person again? Are you still willing to commit in the relationship? So you have to assess yourself, talk to yourself, get your answer. And in most cases, we still want to continue. If it's the first or second time your husband or boyfriend is cheating on you, you still want to continue. And if you love this person so much, you're willing to forgive that person. So if you want, if you have to check the extent in which you still want to be committed in the relationship, and if you can trust this person. And by trusting this person means you have to forgive him, forget, which is very difficult. You try to forget it and you move on, you give this person another chance. One thing we shouldn't do as women is that when we know our husbands or boyfriends are cheating, then we become so desperate. I mean, that desperation that you want to act. You're like, I need to know this woman he's cheating with. I want to give her a snake beating, the beating of her life. And there you go, gather some of your friends, and you are like hiding in the bush with sticks. You come out of the forest and you are like, come here, stupid woman. You start hitting on her, beat her and beat her and beat her and beat her. How many women are you going to beat? And have you ever met the right woman to beat in the first place? Go and try. There are some women you come to beat. They will beat you, and your husband will beat you too. That's a no-go area, my darling sisters and brothers. That's a no-go area. Don't ever look for the second woman. Don't look for the other woman. Look for your man. Treat your disease at home, in secret, with your door closed. That's where you should treat your disease with your husband, not taking it out there. First, the first thing you've done, you've exposed your marriage. Now people know your husband is dating that lady. Maybe they were not aware of it. Now people know you're miserable. Now people know you're mean. Now people know you're stupid. It hurts. It hurts to know your husband is cheating. Yes, I know that. But you don't go for any kung fu classes to attack another woman, because we also have wolves out there. And not just that, because they are wolves. There are some men, you dare that, they'll beat you in public, and to your greatest dismay, they'll live with that woman in front of you. Do you know how that makes you? You look really mean and stupid. Why would you let yourself go to that extent to become so? I mean, people will look at you as if you were just wretched. You don't have anything to do. It's not a good thing to do. You are not trained by a mother to do that. If you saw people doing it while we were growing up, don't copy it. You're bringing yourself low. You're being mean to the society, and you're encouraging your husband to stick on that lady. Yeah, you've already made everybody know, so he has nothing to hide. Now he can move with her anywhere he wants to, and that will hurt you the most. It's better when he's hiding than when he's showing it in public. I've seen when the woman attacked his man's mistress in the street. It was a disaster. Chaos everywhere, because that girl came out like a lion. She was all over that lady, and before we knew it, the husband was there. The husband caught the lady, and they were both of them, they were beating her. Even though we intervened, most people came and held the man. They even did one or two things. Some were hitting at him and stuff. But later, it became public. We have already announced the relationship. They had nothing to hide. They were everywhere after that. And everybody was like talking about you. Meanwhile, you don't have to go down low. You don't have to stoop low for people to insult you because you got married to that man. Let him be. If he wants to go, he should go. If he wants to stay, he should stay. Nobody has another person's life. Your life is your life. If you want to take it that it's a man that will make you happy, my dear sisters and brothers, you're killing yourself. Or you think it's a woman who has to make you happy. No, you have to make yourself happy. Happiness is within. It's something that you generate. Your husband can only help to stimulate it by doing what he is supposed to do as a husband. But you have to love yourself first. Love your kids. Let that man be your love, but not the love that will destroy you. Let him be a love that can be when he has to be. If he has to go, let the love go. And fellow women, let me tell you something. Never think you're old. No, I'm an old woman. Yes, I'm in my 40s. I am proud to say it. I'm in my 40s. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. I know if tomorrow the devil comes in and somebody decides to go, it's not the end of my life. I know I can always move forward with or without a man. The first thing I know I can love myself. So loving myself is enough for me. I need a man though. I need a man so we could bring our kids together, bring our kids up together, so we could live in love and harmony. But if it's not there, I will live like a bird. I will still be happy. I will still move on. And we don't know, maybe another man might say hello, and there we go, because what is not good to one might be good to another one. So this is a life that we have to live. We have to be happy. We don't need anybody to come and tie us with strings, with countless infidelity, and we are there stuck because we have kids. Or come on, don't put the kids in front. They are not there. They don't sleep with you. Yeah, the kids, they have their life. They need their mothers. They need their fathers, of course. But if the people are not living together, it's just to let your kids know that this is not working. Papa is like this, mama is like this. I can't stand it. It's not a crime, especially kids that have grown. Tell them what is happening. Tell them, well, we can't be together, so you split. And you people can take care of the kids together. That's it. Okay, guys. This is our topic for today, and I hope you did like it. More is in stock. We'll bring more to you guys. Just stay where you are. If you're in a marriage, try to work it out when there's a problem like cheating. Try to talk to your partner. Communication is the key. Try to always remember that what brought you together is not the flesh, it's the spirit. So you work on your spirit more than on the flesh. Flesh is an attractive part of it. We are attracted to each other, but the spirit holds us together. That bond you created together as husband and wife didn't just happen the day he cheated. It's a bond that has been there from the very first day you met, and that's what is keeping you together, and that's what you should always try to preserve. And be with your man, love your man, be with your woman, love your woman. And if you dare cheat, my dear brothers and sisters, tell your partner, I'm sorry. Tell your partner, I won't do that again. Make up, repent, amen, and keep loving, because that's what keeps us together. Peace. Love you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification button so that you will be the first person to see our subsequent video. We love you. Don't forget to drop your comments. Evaluate our videos and tell us what you think. One love.